Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Cancer Money and Career weekly reading from the 14th to the 20th of March, 2022. Cancer, let's see what energies are coming in this week. I wish you all a great week. The Eight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So, stuck in your mind, stuck in a situation, or feel stuck, feel blocked, feel stuck, that you can't get your way out. Can be in a job that you're not satisfied, or a deal you're not satisfied with, or a project that is sort of brewing, day-to-day conflict, and you feel like you're mentally stuck. And it doesn't have to be a job or a project that you're stuck in. It can be just your own mind, where you want to push on a different path. You're constructing something different, that your energy is moving you towards something different, but you're not there yet, and you don't really know what it looks like yet. Let's just put it that way. So you're still stuck sort of in a vibe. Look at this week, Knight of Cups, moving forward on a project progressing. Can be a creative project. Cups are all about creativity, emotions, putting your talent forward, moving forward your talent. It can be emotional, it can be artistic. Let's pull some more cards, Cancer, but you can, whatever you're doing, whether it's an artistic project, putting your art out there, your music, creating, being, yes, Five of Wands. This Five of Wands is creating that Eight of Swords. This conflict, daily routine conflicts, can be in a job. That's what I'm feeling, in a job you are in now, sort of stuck in that vibe, right? And so if you're in that job where you're not totally connecting, or there's just a lot of nonsense and BS going on, a day-to-day routine, you are moving forward on a personal project. Good for you. And again, can be creative. Like I said, putting your art out there, your music, writing a book. It's really about you and your own talent, creating your vibe, and you're moving forward on that, even though around you seems to be a lot of conflict, pressure, but the Five of Wands is a lot about petty nonsense, petty daily nonsense. Gossip in an office, gossip in or just people surrounding you that are always brewing things that do not have to be brewed, that are unnecessary. Let's just put it that way. And you're moving on to something more structured, the Hierophant, something more conventional, something more conservative. Interesting. It's almost like you're moving back to a process that you already did before. Something that has already proven successful for you, or proven more connected for you. Something that means more to you, or something that resembles you, right? That's in your energy. I feel like you want more. Yes, I feel like, and you're determined to do that. Wow, you have two Knights. You're determined to create this new project. You're determined to move forward on it, and you really want to make it happen. Two Knights, Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is all about determination. imposing yourself, pushing this forward, convincing everybody that this idea is the right idea, convincing everybody that this is what should be powered forward. And to make it happen, you have the Hierophant. And again, it's you are making this happen with things that you already know. In other words, you're not going to find different ideas. Apologies for the sirens. Apologies. I can't do much about that. You are making things official, but you're utilizing old school tools or old tools. So maybe you're going back to a team of people that you already know, that you know have the talent, that know have the experience, and you're going back to those people to get the job done, or to push forward your own project, or to get that job. Or maybe you're going back to an old job and something you really enjoyed before. Pre-world situation, or even before, and you're going back to that structure. It's whatever it is, it feels like you want to go back to something like sort of your comfort zone, but instead of being emotional, it's something that you really approve of. A way of working you really approve of, ideas you really approve of, and you connect with, and they're solid. It's a solid structure. You sort of want to go back to tradition, back to traditional. An example, for example, you were in tech or something like that, or IT, and you moved on to way beyond, new ventures, new ideas, new project, innovative ideas. This is just an example. Innovative ideas, went on to a different company to develop new ideas, new concepts, and really, really pushing the envelope. And now you want to go back to the sources. You want to go back to where you were before. You want to go back to the traditional, that old school job you had that you really connected with, and you feel you can get the job done so much better, going back to that, whatever it is, or a job that you truly connected with a company that is more on your wavelength. Interesting. All these readings are interesting. Fascinating readings every time. That's why I always ask you to connect and comment, because I like to know who is connected to these energies, and as you move forward, how you can project yourself, and if this helps you. So Seven of Cups, those illusions, or not disillusions, just that confusion with this situation going on. And maybe this week there is a situation going on in your job, right? With, something you thought was happening, or a project that was pushing forward, or something that you were working on, and you just realized that people, that it's not working out, or it wasn't the right time, or the right people, or it's just not happening. Maybe it's just not happening. But it doesn't matter, because I really feel like these energies are surrounding you. You are determined. You are pushing forward. Cancer, this is you. This is you pushing forward, structuring yourself, going back to your roots, going back to what you know. Maybe even seeking advice of people. Maybe even going back to school to go to the, like the old school classic route. And that's what you want to do. You want to go back to that. And here we are. So because this is confusion here, and choices to be made, Seven of Cups, variety of choices, and maybe that's what's annoying you, because I feel like you feel stuck because there's a lot going on here, but there's a lot of BS going on. Hence the five of, hence these cards here. I feel like there's a lot of BS going on in your environment, And so that is creating for you sort of this confusion of seven of cups, where you're just hesitating. You feel like you have to make a choice. You might have a choice of projects, or you might have a choice to go in different directions in this restructuring or going back to your roots, because you have the page of swords and you're thinking differently. So, and it's a beginning. Pages are beginning. So you're determined to move forward. You are moving forward on a project, on a new project that is different, and you are thinking differently, even though there's a much more traditional and conventional approach to this project. But there's a choice to be made. Definitely a choice to be made. You're working with other people on this. This is teamwork. You're not alone on this. And you have, again, choices, priorities to be made. There's a lot going on. So if there's conflict at work, if there's another project you want to be on, or another job you want to be on, or a job in a different group, or a different company, or you're going on to something different, you are organizing yourself. Sorry about that. You're organizing yourself. You're setting your priorities straight, because there's a lot to deal with right now. You're juggling a lot, right? But you are in a team, and it's about figuring things out. I don't think you're doing this by yourself. You're determined to push it forward, but you're not alone in this. This is a team effort. This is co-workers, team effort on a project, collaboration. And if it's not collaboration, it's apprenticeship. You're learning. They're mentors. They're people, helping you, guiding you, pushing you forward. And that page of swords, new budding beginnings, new ideas, and that enthusiasm coming back. You have the page of swords and the knight of swords, that budding beginning of that enthusiasm, that new project that you're pushing forward, and that dynamic effort to push it forward, because you believe in this, but you believe it has to be done in a certain way, in a structured way. Cross the T's, dot the I's, make sure you have the contract signed, make sure you have the right people, make sure, the finances are straight, you have the right team, yada, 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 whatever it is. All right, let's see if there's one more card here. Busy week, Cancer, busy week. I think that once you make your choice, you have a choice to be made. You have a decision that you have to make. And it's a little confusing, but I think you make your choice because you're pushing forward. Take your time. Okay, take your time. Don't rush it. I see you want to rush it here. Knight of Swords, dynamic push forward, ambitious. Cancer, you're trying to push this thing. With this Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is imposing, wants his idea heard, wants to push his own idea, wants it to go fast, push, imposing. The Hangman is there to say, take it easy, take a step back, make sure you understand exactly what is going on, who is involved, what the logistics are, what the money is, pentacles, right? Make sure you understand, because the Hangman is all about aligning yourself, taking your time, and understanding that it's important to surrender to this negativity before you push forward. Take a moment to reassess. This is new. Do not jump from this negative situation right in there, imposing yourself, imposing your vibe, and thinking that's the way it is. Assess. Something new is emerging. Yes, you're on a new path, you're on a new project, and it's being solidified. But you have to allow it the time to come in. Two of Pentacles. You're juggling a lot. There's a lot going on. Probably have to reorganize yourself. Restructure. That's why you have the Hierophant. You have to structure. You have to make sure things are in order. Sort things out. Organize yourself. And maybe it's not just you, Cancer. It might be a corporation or a business. And I feel like I'm reading a lot for businesses and corporations these last few readings. But that's just a vibe I have. I don't know. But it's about understanding that you have to adapt, you have to prioritize and make sure you're ready and organize yourself and sort of clean house, right? Of all these thoughts and these disillusions and this nonsense going on, people, conflictual situations, right? And once you're sorted out, then you push through. Because if it's different, if it feels different and you're uncomfortable because you're going on a different path, and maybe you're restructuring to be in a more comfortable position financially, maybe you're taking on responsibilities, maybe you have to restructure an office, restructure something, you have to make sure you understand that things can be a little different than what you expected, and that it takes time. It takes time to reassess. It takes time to reorganize, and it takes time to understand exactly what's going on and how you're pushing forward, right? And so take time away from that routine, from that nonsense, and take time away from your point of view to have a bigger perspective and understand exactly how you can reorganize things and how you can push forward without imposing. Do not impose. I don't think it's a good idea. But take your time, and so you can connect with a new way of thinking, a new way of seeing, instead of resisting and imposing. Accept what's going on and utilize the tools, since you're going into something extremely structured. Interesting. Such interesting readings. All right. Let's see if there are a few more cards that want to come out. Cancer. In this money and career reading from March 14th to March 20th. Cancer. Are there any other messages in this? Yes. Okay. Yes, there we go. That's wonderful. Celebrating. But it's a milestone. It's something very different that you're pushing forward. Something completely different. But I feel like once the decision is made and once you get out of this conflictual situation, or just this reorg situation, you are really happy with the people you work with, and you're celebrating this milestone. It's sort of like a victory lap going to this project or job or company, restructuring. Maybe it becomes clearer, right? Maybe it becomes something you really connect with, Cancer, as opposed to before you didn't connect with that. Maybe now you're right in your place, and that's why you're comfortable. Yeah, oh wow. Yes, well, there you go. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay, so yes, we have the Death card because you're transforming. It's different. This is a different phase. This is a different way of working. You're starting from scratch. You're starting from scratch. You're going onto a project, starting from scratch. That's why you have to restructure. That's why you have to implement rules, regulations, because this is something new. And you are very happy with these people you're working with, this team of people you're working with. Once you get out of this situation, once you make a choice, once you realize that you're moving forward in this new pattern, in this new job, this business, this project, take it as it resonates. But don't push it. Take the time to assess it, to realize exactly what it is, and then allow the energies to come in. Allow yourself to see and seek the energies before you do anything. See what's going on. Feel the vibe of the people, of who you're working with, of the situation, and then assess. Because this time it's different. You're starting from scratch and it's not the same way you're used to. It's different, but it's really restructuring. This time it's like really structured. So maybe you're coming from a job that was loosey-goosey, right, in the structure, or freelance, or, you know, not maybe, and now you're going into a corporation, something like that, right? This demands restructuring, but maybe people are coming to ask you to restructure. But no matter what it is something that you really enjoy. Ace of Cups. Really something new. It's a new start, and you're really connecting with this. You're connecting to this new project, job, business. Take it as it resonates. But it's like pure joy in this new job. And it's allowing you. And that's why we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, asserting yourself, determined, but also very emotional on this path. It's creative. It doesn't mean you're an artist and you're putting your art out there. It means you're creative in your approach. You're creative in your solutions, in your ideas to make things happen, to restructure or to structure this thing that you're starting from scratch. It is completely different for you. And you're able to, fully express yourself in this job, in this role, whatever it is for you. Very interesting reading. Again, I find all these readings extremely interesting within this time that is difficult, where people are finding their way, figuring things out, what they're made of, shifting careers, finding solutions, but also finding their talent and putting their talent out there and believing in oneself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, because everyone has talent. Everybody has their talent, whatever it is. Whatever it is, there is talent out there. So let's see if there's one last message for the road besides my tangents. Comment down below. Let me know if you connect with this reading. Exactly that. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself, Cancer. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is that, having the courage to push forward, having to prove yourself over and over, feeling you have to prove yourself, right? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's all I can say. Comment down below if you connect with these readings. Thank you so much for sharing your journeys. That is how I get my energy to push forward in these readings. I want to thank each and every one of you for pushing this channel and championing this channel to almost 10K. Hopefully I can make it soon, or this little channel can make it soon, right? If you're already subscribed, thank you for your support. And if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the bell. That's very important. And if it's the first time you're stumbling upon these readings, there are weekly readings every weekend It used to be every Sunday, now it's every weekend, so I can upload more readings. And there are also monthly and mid-monthly money and career readings. And I've just started to upload, if you're interested in taking a look at those. And I've just started to upload predictions for April, May, June for each sign. But I've just started, so there are about 2 or 3 of them up. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, Cancer. Bye-bye.